Hey, digital media at home friends. Today's going to be a little more fun. I hope you have enjoyed Checkology now that I've got all the hiccups worked out. If you haven't worked on your Checkology assignment, please make sure you do that. It's really interesting and it showcases some different types of information you're going to be around for a long time, like facts and opinions and propaganda. The other fun thing I want us to do is we're finally going to get to designing our notebook. So we've been learning about design principles, and we're going to apply those design principles throughout our notebook to design. So what I've got here is an example of our notebook, and the first thing you should see is our cover. So what I really would like you to do is you can move the text or completely delete that, and now's your chance to showcase who you are as a person and also what you want your notebook to look like. So you can draw shapes and insert pictures and all kinds of things. So I want to have a little video here and just walk you through some stuff. Um, Watch for as long as you need to, and we'll do some tips and tricks when I see you again in person. But here's some things. For example, to change the color of your background, you can just change the background right here and choose whatever color, and your custom colors will show up at the bottom. So if you want it to be one of your custom colors, go for it. So you can do that and hit done, or you can even add it to your theme. If you want an image, you can also change your background and you can choose an image. Now, that's cool because you can actually do a Google image search to find some images that you like. And so by doing so, you could choose like cheese and see what shows up, hit enter and hit done, and then your background could be cheese, which it's kind of busy. I don't know if you want cheese. If you don't like that background, you can then just reset and hit done, and then you can go from there. If you like having a white background, then you can add shapes and pictures. So right up here is your shapes tool, and you've got all kinds of shapes. You've got some classic shapes. You've got arrows. You've got callouts like Batman in comic books, POW, Smash, and then you even have like little equation symbols. And you can also draw lines as well. So if you want to do some shapes and things, that's cool. Just click and drag it, and you can change the color in the paint bucket, again using the colors that you chose. If you want to get rid of the outline, you can just hit the pencil and click transparent, and then you can manipulate the shape to make it look like different things. If you want to copy something, you can hit Control D, and that will make a copy of the shape. You can rotate it. So this is probably the shape I should have used for little tabs because they look like notebook tabs. And for text, you can use a text box like we've worked with. So if you go up here to the T tool, you can do the text. I also want to introduce you to something called word art. So under insert, you're going to go down to word art and you're going to type your phrase. So remember, you're going to name your notebook. That's going to be one of your assignments. Um, so I'm just going to call it notebook for practice right now. And then with word art, you hit enter, and then depending on the color you've been using, it will pop up. To change the font, you just go up to the fonts right here, and you can change it to any font you want. So one of my fonts is called Oswald. So I'm going to go down and actually I'm going to use my BioRhyme Expanded, which is really wide. Then I'm going to adjust it. To adjust it, you don't want to just click the side because that'll, I mean, while it looks kind of cool that way, that's not a bad thing. So if that's kind of the look you're going for, that actually looks kind of fun and retro. But if I want to keep the proportion of my wide text, hold Shift and then pull the notebook in. And honestly, I think I actually might warp it. Um, so then you can adjust the text size. Why I like word art and not just using the text box, because you can also change the outline and fill. So if you do the fill color, you can change the way it looks. You can also go to the line, change the outline, get rid of any paint, and I can make that line a little thicker or a little thicker still, and I have an outline of my text too, which is really neat. I can go to format options and go down to drop shadow. And if you click the triangle here, I can make the angle of the shadow move around. I can make it blurrier. I can make it further away. So you can edit the way that shadow looks, which is kind of fun and dramatic. So that's cool. You can also do a reflection. You can see it just barely, like right. right there. You see that pieces of reflection, and you can make it really big, lots of reflection, make it kind of see through. So it's just a whisper of a reflection. So there's some neat things we can do to edit our text. The other thing you need to do or would like to do is look for images. So the way you could do that is click on this mountain icon and just search the web. And you can look for different things that suit you and what you like. And so, for example, say I'm looking for chickens. There's two types of photos we can work with. You can just type in chicken and get, well, fried chicken, um, and get a picture of a chicken. And so click and drag that onto your page, um, which won't let me, apparently. Let's try that again. Hmm. Move my little window here. There we go. Insert. Hmm. Interesting. I think it's because my thing was clicked. Try that one more time. Search web. Click on the object you want. Nope, won't let me put it in. Typically it works. For right now, it's not working. So I'll move my window here. And the other thing you can also do is look for. I'm going to show you some more tips and tricks when you're in person on Friday. And if you already had me in person, you might have already seen some of those tips and tricks. So design your cover. That's the only thing we're working on at home. And for those who have me on Thursday, you'll have already started designing, so you're just going to finish your designs. So that is what we're looking at.